All right, good morning. Let's see, I identified an issue. I tried using the extension yesterday, and I had conflicts with main, and I tried to merge. Let's see. I tried to merge from main, and it just created chaos in the rebasing. And then I realized, like, you shouldn't do. Well, it has to do with references. So let's go here, and we're gonna use the terminal a little bit. Let's see. So git checkout main, just to understand this, because when you create a branch, what that basically means is that from this point in the main history, go and branch out. And if I were to do, like, what is it, git log here, we can see that, like, this is the actual log of the. By the way, can I get it in JSON? Can I get git log in JSON? I think there's like a porcelain something. Look at this. That's interesting. Hey, look at that. Okay, loving this. But it's not giving an actual array, is it? Yeah, you can wrap the output in square brackets. Interesting. Okay, whatever. So what we have here is the log of main. But if I go here and do a checkout some branch, and I run the same command, we have the same log. But if I do, let's see, head main, then there's nothing there, because I don't quite understand how this works. Well, it means, are there any differences? Like, what commits do I have on my branch compared to what's on main? But what I don't quite understand is how kind of my branch creates its, like, new point, like this parallel history. Like, what is that reference? I thought, like, yeah, I don't know Git. Anyways, doesn't matter. So this would be the logs on this one. But if I do main head, oh, sorry. That would be the commits that is on. Okay, so the first one is. Oh wait, did I write the same? Oh, for fuck's sake! No, sorry. sorry. So head main means what commits do I have that's not on main, and main head means what commits are on main, which I don't have. And then it's also possible to go and get what's the, like, latest commit on main. And with that information, we should be able to properly create the list of commits. Because what happens now is that if I were to, let me add something here. So let's go in, and I'm gonna, well, change readme, for example. Well, let's add a file first. Test.txt, hello. And I'll add that, I'll commit it, add the file. And now we have this thing, right? So in head main, yes, so there's no commits that main has that I don't have, right? But now there is one commit I have that main doesn't have. That makes sense. But if I now go to the actual repo and I change this and I commit those changes, And if I now try to, so this is what I changed. If I now try to rebase, it gives me an error that I need to rebase onto main. Oh, I was supposed to be able to click that button. That's weird. We'll fix that. Rebase branch. So we want to rebase onto main. And I thought that would actually change the history here, but it doesn't. Okay, so maybe that's fine then. Okay, cool. We're still fine here. But what I want to do now is I want to make another change, and I want to create a conflict, and then I want to see what happens. Well, I guess we need to create another commit first. So we're gonna do one commit here, which is like changing this he 4 change he, and then we're gonna do this one's gonna change to 5. So now we have 2 commits here, and when I try to rebase, it's gonna tell me need to rebase onto main. For some reason it doesn't pop up. We need to check that. We'll rebase onto main. Now there are merge conflicts, right? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna accept, I really hate that they call it current change and incoming change. Like, why? I know there's a different tool that calls it like your changes and other changes, which makes a lot more sense, right? This is your changes, I think. Yeah, this is your changes, like branch. Like, what can they call it? Even current change is like bad. Like, current to me is the branch I'm looking at, right? It's not like, I don't think of main as the current code. I think of my branch as the current code. It's very confusing. So we'll yeah, complete merge. And then I think VS Code does everything. But what happens now? Oh, nothing. That's interesting. Why isn't there anything here? Does it have an error? Where are these? Buffer am I using? I am using buffer from. Yeah, but why did initializing repository, why did that break? Oh, interesting. So after I did this rebase, it's like completely messed up. Huh. I wonder why. But what happens to the actual Git history here? Oh, it's because, no, sorry. So update readme, yeah, and then we have add file. Yeah, so this is also what I don't understand. Like, now we're still on my branch, but this doesn't show up like a branch. Like, what's the status of this? Oh, we're still rebasing. That's the problem. Oh, continue. Oh, okay. I never actually rebased using VS Code. Continue. Okay, let's see now. Yeah, so, okay, but this is nice. I didn't think about it this way. I thought it would start adding commits here, but it doesn't actually do that when you rebase. Okay, but this is great. But the point is, okay, but then it's actually working. I didn't think it would work. I thought it would start adding commits here. But at the same time, I think this could be handled better by using the log. I guess I'm to some extent using the log now, but I should use it for everything to like figure out what's the starting commit and all that. But I guess the other command is just fine. Yeah, doesn't matter. Yeah, because the thing is, if you do a merge, yeah, because that's the problem with, like now I'm starting to see why you rebase on top of something. It's just messing up the history. It's like, who should make the change? Should you apply your pending changes on top of the actual current changes in main, or should main kind of be readjusted, right? So it definitely makes sense to rebase, but at the same time, you might, yeah, I guess we should just write that in the extension, like how to properly do it. So, and that's why we show that rebase message. But I wonder why it suddenly stopped working. Git rebase, this repo. Yeah, and this can, you need to rebase onto, oh, sorry, the choice is rebase, of course, yeah. That's what it was. Cool. Yeah, and then it actually needs to finish the rebase. But I think this is something that can be written in the documentation, because it's part of creating nice PRs, right? The PR should be a change. You are applying changes to main, or to the current state of, or the latest state of main. And sometimes that's not possible because main changes as you're making changes. But at the end of the day, to create a nice PR, that should reflect adding changes on top of latest main. And the interesting thing about this rebasing is that we're not, like on GitHub, you can like update your branch. You can update the remote branch to latest main, and you can even resolve conflicts, right? But you can't rebase for some reason. I wonder why. Why do they prefer creating a merge commit? Or can you choose that when you have a conflict? Anyways, that's just remote, but then you have your local changes. Yeah, and maybe you need to adjust your changes onto yeah, it's called rebase. Yeah, before continuing. Resolve any yeah, let's not do the overkill here. Oh, come on. And we also here we only support main. That's also a thing. Maybe we should add this to the documentation. current limitations alpha version. Create nice pull request by changing the Git history using this visual. You can also suggest a new history. Updating branch from parent. When you branch out, there is a chance that checked updating PR from target, because that's also what I'm curious about. When I use the term target, often the target is seen as a remote of the branch, but that's not the target. The target is like updating yeah, but the PR has a target, right? If I go and create a PR, it has a target. This is called a target. Well, I'm using the term target. Maybe this is, yeah, it's called base. Oh, base is the thing. Yeah, you have a base ref. Yeah. Updating branch from, so you have parent, you have base, you have target, like you have all this terminology that's being used. For fuck's sake. History behind. When you branch out, there is a chance the checked the base branch will receive new branch history will continue. When you branch out, there is a chance the base branch history will continue while you are working on your branch. To be able to rebase safely in this scenario, I don't want to even use the term rebasing. I want to use, yeah, we're going to change that. We're going to get away from these like ambiguous terms. Like we're going to be very accessible with this thing. You're just changing your commit history. To be able to change the history of your branch, the branch needs to when you branch out, when you create a branch from a base branch, there is a chance the base branch continues its history. To make changes to your created branch, as your created branch will be with the history of the base branch, it is important that your changes are put on top of the base branch history at its current state. The nice PR extension will check before editing the commit history We'll check the state of the base. We'll check if your branch is behind. Before you are able to change the history, to change its history. When behind, you will get a warning. Let's do this, and then we're gonna have another screenshot here. So let's go back and yeah, let's just edit it. 6, commit change it. Let's see. So we're just gonna take a picture of that. Oh, why does it say rebase onto main? Oh, didn't I refresh? There we go. And then we're gonna put you, my friend, into desktop. Let's change the name of this to rebase warning. And then we're gonna add you rebase warning. Rebase warning. When you create a branch from a base branch, there is a chance the base branch history continues. As your branch will be merged with the history of the base branch, it is important that your changes are put on top of the base branch history at its current state. The nice PR extension will check if your branch is behind before you're able to change. This is so hard to explain. I want to do it from when you are ready. When you want to change the history of your branch, it's important that you change it it is important that your branch is what the fuck? It is important that your that your branch has well, and that's the thing, like we want to bring in some changes, but it's not like visual changes in the history, right? It's just underlying changes that your branch is up to date. Change the history. It is it's important that your branch is up to date. You might have made changes that is in conflict You might have made changes that is in conflict with other changes made to the base branch. Typically main. Well, yeah, typically main branch. You want to resolve this, your branch changes should be applied. Yeah, you want to apply your changes on top of the current state of your code base, right? That's what you want. That's what you conceptually want. This ensures that your changes are actually applied on top of the current state of the code base. When you edit the history of a commit, nice PR will warn you if you are currently not up to date with the base branch. You're currently not up to date. It currently will warn you if the branch is currently not up to date. And then we show this. To put your changes on top of the current history, of the latest history, you will need to rebase. By clicking the button, you will be able to choose the base branch to apply your changes on top of. Normally, this causes no conflicts, but it might. With conflicts, you are able to resolve them in VS Code. But when you have conflicts, you will change those conflicts will be resolved in your existing commits, in your branch commits. By clicking the button, you will be able to choose the base branch to apply changes. This ensures that any conflicts will be resolved in the commits of your branch. Unlike using GitHub to merge, which unlike merging, which will create a new commit in your branch history. To put your change on top of the latest history, you will need to rebase. By clicking the button, you will be able to choose the base branch to apply your changes on top of. This ensures that any conflicts will be resolved in the commits of your branch. Unlike merging, which will create a new commit which creates, this ensures that any conflicts will be resolved in the existing commits of your branch. Unlike merging, which creates a new commit in your branch history. Okay. Alpha version let's support identifying base branch. I guess that's basically it. Okay, cool. That's what I wanted to say. And I do wonder though, let's see, I want to check one more thing before we create a release from this. My partner just told me I have to be alone with the kids from Monday to Tuesday next week. So yeah, be alone with them from like after school, kindergarten, and get them to school and kindergarten the next morning alone. That's typically no fun. Like maybe one day they can like pull themselves together and we manage. But yeah. But then the week after that, my partner is going to a different city, and I think I'm alone with them like 2 days or something. It's gonna be rough. Take me to the VS Code repo. Let's see, and then we go in here, and then we're gonna find. There's one thing I'm wondering. Okay, allow. Well, that's me. We have this Git extension, and I wonder if it's possible to. Let's look at its package JSON, because I wonder there is a rebase, Git rebase. But I do wonder, like what happens when you choose that base branch? Does that trigger like, let's see. So when we actually run git rebase, we get a repository as an argument, and what it does, it gets the refs, process refs, selector branch, choice. Oh, wait, pick ref. Yeah, so choice run. Oh, what the hell is this? Okay, so pick ref. Oh, there it was. Where are you? Pick ref. Hello. This pick ref. Why can't I find it? Where's pick ref? There you are. What's this run thing? Window create quick pick. Choice. Await new promise. Oh, this is the, yeah, this is the quick pick active items. Okay. What I don't quite understand here is choice.run. Oh, rebase item. Okay, let's find rebase item. Await. Oh. Oh. I wonder. We're gonna try something. So instead of doing this, we're gonna do, let's see. Await this.repo rebase. Oh, sorry. Git? No. Why can't I? Why isn't rebase here? Merge. Huh. This is a repository. Am I just lacking the... No, where did it go? Repository, sorry. I want to look at you, repository. Come on. Ah, where are you? Repository. I guess interface repos. Who? Where the fuck is repository coming from? Export. Oh, yeah, export class repository. There we are. Okay, so we're getting this class. Am I just missing the buffer? Diff with, this is everything. And there should be a rebase here. But maybe this isn't the same as this thing. Repository. I think there should actually be a rebase there. So async rebase. Yeah. Branch, pull options. Okay, let's try this. Oops. I'm just gonna put that in here and then oh, what's pull options? Okay, let's add it and then see what happens. So this repo rebase options, pull options. I guess it's just, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna try that. I wonder what happens. Cool. Because it would be nice to not having to do that picker. And then I click rebase. And then I could even, no, I have to actually, oh, what happens? It's not a function. Why is it not a function? Why ain't I getting? Because it is a repo, but it's a different repo. But that's what I don't understand, because here I'm passing in this repo, right? And it works. Oops. And it's getting this repo. So maybe it just happens to have, yeah, because what is it actually doing? What is it using? Choice, run, repo. Like maybe it has all the details it needs from that thing. But still, I'm confused by this. Because I stole these types from this thing. Where did I find that type? Build. Typing. Yeah, that's what I don't understand. I did copy these types from this thing. Okay, let's try to take a look at it. I don't understand this. Because a great thing would be to actually await it, and then as you resolve the thing, it will actually go into edit mode again. It's so sad. Like, you have so many things here, but you don't have... rebase commit. Wait, here we have repository. Oh, interesting. This repo dot repo. Oh, so there's a repository. Oh, interesting. Okay, so we're gonna just this repo repository rebase this target branch. I wonder what happens then. It would be so nice to just trigger it. So let's try to edit, rebase. Oh, look at that. Oh yeah, and then, oh, okay. But I'm not like, oh, it doesn't like, yeah. That's interesting. Because now I am in rebase mode, right? Yeah, but I'm not getting like, it's not performing the actual rebase. That sucks. That really sucks. So choice run, what did we figure out it was? So there was a quick pick item, rebase item, sorry. Await. Yeah, that kind of sucks. So it seems like, why doesn't it actually do the thing? Like, why didn't it show the conflict? Okay, let's just git rebase abort. Okay, so what if I do, so if I do rebase branch, oh, okay, so we have conflicts here, but they didn't show up, right? If I did, if I did this and I clicked rebase, nothing happened. Why didn't it show the warning? Why didn't it show the warning? Oh, look at this. Oh, is it because this actually throws an error? Is there like a resolve conflicts type of thing? Like, how does it open I'm starting to get into territory that's not important for like the next release, but I really want to have a smooth experience with this. So if I do rebase branch, it shows this, there are merge. Like, where does it actually do this? Show changes. Interesting. Okay. Show changes. Oh, and then I click it. And then I can resolve it here. Okay. Okay, again. So I'm gonna rebrand. Oh yeah. Oh, of course, because I had the file open. That's why I saw it. Okay, cool. Open git log. Okay, yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, so this is like this rebasing stuff is really not very accessible. And like if you're a programmer that knows Git, you would just state, yeah, you just have to learn it. But that's the problem with people. It's like, sorry, I'm not saying you're a problem. But just because things are the way they are, doesn't mean they can't be more accessible and make people more productive, and also more people can understand the thing and be productive. So it's not necessarily, if you're hardcore Git knower, it won't make you more productive, right? But it can make so many other people more productive, which is why we make things more accessible. It's to make things available to more people. Okay, but this is actually perfect. So we can go in and we can just show changes. So we're gonna do this. And then we're gonna do, and this is great. We're gonna do this. We're gonna try it. Catch. And then we're gonna say vscode.commands, execute command. But we're also gonna show a message. There's no choice here. You need to resolve any conflicts and continue and continue. Yeah, that's basically it. Please resolve any conflicts and continue. The problem now is that we don't have control on when are you done. So what we could do here is please resolve any conflicts to continue. So the point is that what's confusing to me in the VS Code view is that you have these conflicts and like you change them, but then you have to click continue. I guess that's like obvious, but it before resolve any conflicts before continuing. Okay, so what we're gonna do is call this continue, and then we're gonna const choice a choice equals await. So we're gonna give you this view, and then we're gonna wait a choice, and then if choice equals continue, we're gonna run the command again. Yeah, this set rebase mode, rebasing. And then it's gonna check again, and then it would kind of give the same. Okay, so let's see how this looks. Abort. So we're in our nice PR. We have these changes. We try to change. You need to rebase onto main before continuing. Rebase. Please resolve any conflicts before continuing. So we're in here. We're accepting the incoming change. We're gonna continue. Oh, fuck. I forgot to say continue here. Yeah, so that's the problem, right? It's very confusing. Let's try again. So I want to rebase, accept incoming change, save that. Oh, why can't I continue? Oh, I need to stage them. Then I can continue. But then I lost my other thing. But now it works, right? Yeah, but it does also update like the thing. So maybe we shouldn't like go too far here. Okay. Please resolve and stage. Yeah, sorry. You need to rebase onto before continuing. And yeah, and this is the thing, like how people don't necessarily understand this view. Before being able to edit this branch. So we're gonna do rebase, and then we're gonna change the view. Yeah, so we can't have this continue thing. We just have to say, please resolve, stage, and continue. Please resolve conflicts, stage. Please resolve and stage conflicts to continue. Once you're done, you can set the rebase mode to. Interesting. Once you are done, you can change. You can change the history. Please resolve the stage conflicts to continue. Once you're done, you can change the history. We're just going to do this for now. I think that's fine. So we'll change it into the view that actually resolves the conflicts, and then please resolve and stage conflicts to continue. Once you're done, you can change the history. Yeah. Okay, cool. This is what we're gonna do. So let's see, this is more stuff. Try tonight. So what we could also add in the README here is the actual rebasing. But we're not gonna do that. Dash M, better rebasing. Yeah, so we only support main branch now. And the reason is there isn't a reliable way to find the parent branch or the base branch of a branch. Which I find very curious. I find it to be very curious why that isn't a reliable concept in Git. I'm sure there's reasons for it, but it seems so like important. But there's a log in Git that shows you kind of the commands you did, as I understand it. So you can check that log to see if that you actually did a checkout from a certain branch to this branch, but that log isn't reliable. So what we could do is, like, if you click nice PR, we could check reflog and see if we can find the base branch and then kind of keep it in memory. But it's very curious. It really is. But at the same time, maybe we don't need it. Well, yeah. Yeah, because maybe when we do rebase, like, do you have to choose a branch, right? Isn't it just a reference? I'm gonna ask. When I rebase my branch onto main, can I rather use the commit-cha of main? Well, no, because we still need main. No, we need it for the comparison. Like, we need to pull main to be able to do proper diffs. So we need to know where you want to, like, put this thing. It's very annoying. But yeah, this is something to resolve in the next version. Yeah, let's bump the version. Bump version, git push. And then what is it? Is it yarn package? VSC package? Oh, yarn package. Okay, so we can just do VSCE package and then VSCE publish. Oh, we can even do just publish. Look at that. We have a new version. I have a huge bug in in applying changes, so I'm glad we. Oh, fuck. Yeah, whatever. Fuck that. Cool. So let's just go and merge. Yes, leave page. So nice PR VSCode extension. Let's merge more stuff. Create pull request. And we're just gonna merge it. Maybe I should use the extension. You know what? We're gonna try this. just for fun. So let's see here. I have the extension here, but I'm not sure if I actually have the latest. Yeah, this is 001. Can I check? Auto update. Yeah, auto update. Yeah, whatever. No, I'm gonna try it at on some work PRs. Cool. But okay, next time we're gonna look at how to identify the base branch. That's important, so that you can work on a feature branch and then like bring stuff into that feature branch as well. That's gonna be awesome. Okay, thanks for now. Bye bye.